Okay, so I need to pick your brain. So we have some questions here. And some of these are like crowdsourced. Some are from staffers here at IPSY. We got to know all the goods. So I want to just like bounce back and forth between some Q&A moments between hair and makeup. So
Cool.
I'll call on each of you and then we can go from there because I want to see how many we can get through because I know people are dying for all the information. I'm people. People is me. So let's start with makeup.
Okay.
I want to talk about layering because to me, layering, when I do watch people do my makeup, I see the layering techniques that they do and it always blows my mind because I see building,
Same.
you're building. It doesn't feel like anything on my skin. It looks so amazing. And the layering to me is always blows my mind because I'm like, whatever techniques you're using, it just ends up looking so amazing. So how do you layer in terms of like, we have creams, we have powders, we have liquids, all the things that work together. You can use all of them together, separate. So talk to me a little bit about your layering techniques that you do.
So first I'll start out by saying there is no wrong or right way to do it. Everybody just has what works for them.
Yep.
Like I've tried the underpainting. Doesn't work for me.
Okay.
In the way that I've done it on people, I'm like, it always turns out too muddy or I'm overusing product.
Okay.
So I like to layer slowly and it's normally like cream to powder. So you put on the cream, you set it with the powder, depending on the look. For me personally, when I'm doing my own makeup, I'm very oily. So I stick with more powder. Like I don't even use like a cream bronzer on myself. I just do powder.
Okay.
And whenever I try to stray away from what I know looks best on me, I'm like, why did I do that? I know it doesn't look good, but it's because it's trendy or like I saw somebody do it on somebody. I'm like, oh, that looks pretty. I'm going to try that. And then I'm like, no, don't try to fix what's not broken, you know?
There's no right, like you said, there's no right or wrong way. It's just what works for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say though, something that I love, I think Patrick taught, I think it's where I learned it from him. I don't know if he created this, but putting cream blush on top of powder when you're trying to do more of like a dewy look. I think that's like something that I've really taken away that I really like doing cream on top of a powder.
Yeah, and that's something that people would probably be really scared of if you told them that. They're like, what do you mean? That's not how it works. You're supposed to set creams with powders.
Yes.
I don't know if he came up with it, but he definitely coined it, with his duos, obviously.
Yes.
So even if he learned it from someone else, I mean, I think he's the one who
he's the blush king.
Yeah, exactly. I remember when I first saw that, I thought it was a mistake. I was like, wait, did I see that wrong? And then people I would see like comment when it started happening, people like, no, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. But it was just this fun technique that I think hadn't been brought forward.
Yeah.
And something like you definitely probably there's some tips on how you do it, huh? Because like, I guess it depends on products because there's probably some creams you might put over a powder and it might break the powder up.
Totally.
Yeah. But do you love those Patrick Ta blushes?
Literally that brand in general, they can do no wrong. Anything that they come out with, I'm like, this was brilliant.
Yeah.
But it's a makeup artist behind doing it. So for a makeup artist, I'm like, yes, I need this for my kit. Or like, this looks so pretty. And, people are always taking BTS and you want your kit to look nice. So that just like rose gold, it's just something that's so like, it's so luxurious to me without having a super luxurious price.
Yeah, no, I love the way it speaks my language, like the packaging, the products.
Yeah. It's like top
He was thoughtful.
top 5 best brands, I think.
Ooh, I love that. I love Patrick. I love the brand.
I'm picky.
I know.
I don't really change up my products that much in my kit because I don't have to fix if it's not broken.
Yeah.
And anything that
you're never afraid.
With, I'm like, it's going in my kit.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw I've seen so many Patrick Ta products in your kit, and I always know
the rose gold.
Yeah, I always know what it is, and I always know what I'm gonna get. But no, I love that. I agree. We have Patrick Ta in our boxes. He did an icon box for us. He was like, he was our first icon box curator, I think, ever, like 3 years ago. And we did a shoot with him, and I just watching him work was so lovely and wonderful. And this is when the blushes were singles, so they weren't duos yet.
Wow.
Yeah. So obviously, like, he decided to go into the duo world to bring that tip, that hot tip, that blush tip to us, which I think is great. So I would say then layering in terms of don't be afraid. You can put creams over powders.
Totally. It's just specific. Like I wouldn't put concealer back on top of powder if it's already powdered underneath. Like, that's not going to look good.
It depends on the texture. It depends on the product. Yeah. So, but a tip is cream blush over powder blush. That's something
If
that I
you're
think people
going
can
for
try.
a dewy look.
Yeah, if you want it to be a little more glowy.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Because normally you would use a powder to set.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hot tip. I love that. Let's get another hair moment here. Is there a favorite product or technique you have for giving volume to fine hair, thin hair, or I guess just flat hair?
Sometimes on fine hair, I think doing less product is better.
Okay. Because it weighs it down.
Yeah. There's a few like volume sprays, volume mousses that I like, but I normally like will go in with rollers and set with rollers. Like I'll blow dry those 2 pieces first, like right here, and right here, 3 on the top of your head. And I'll blow dry those first, set them with the roller, do the rest of the hair. And then when you take those down and they're cool, it gives so much volume.
I need to do that.
Yeah. Do you not do that?
No, I don't do that.
Oh, you should do that.
I know. I think it's just...
You have very voluminous hair.
That's what I feel like. If I did that, I feel like I would have so much because I'm like top heavy on my hair. And so I feel like I rely on product and then I just blow dry it regularly. But when you say rollers, you mean like Velcro rollers, right?
Yes. Okay. And like a little clip and you do like literally 3 on the top of your head in the mohawk section. And then when your hair is all done, you can even go in and style the rest of your hair. And then when you take those down, you just have like such a natural volume.
Yeah. It's like you're getting it instead of having to do like a big blowout, you're just blow drying it and letting it set. Yeah, and you're just doing it right after you're done blow drying.
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes like I feel like less is more.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you're like getting the volume from the get-go instead of creating it like post. Because that's another thing that happens to me. My hair's thin. So when I put heat on it, it naturally goes flatter.
Yep.
And so like even if I blow dry it sometimes and I do curls or heats, it just goes.
Yep.
So I think I need to try I probably have Velcro rollers somewhere.
For sure. I'm sure you do.
What a funny comeback. Because I feel like when I think of Velcro rollers, I think of my grandma.
Yeah.
Because she used to put them in her hair like every day. And then they just kind of came back and now people use them. And I see them using them. But
my nana uses like the little teeny
ones. The little ones. Yeah. No, that was
short hair.
Yeah. That's why. And she would put them in and she would just have them in and then she would like let it set.
Rollers. Do you ever use hot rollers?
I have used hot rollers. I should try. I have a set and I should go back to trying them.
Yeah, because that's how I used to, like my mom would set my hair when I was little with hot rollers.
So cute. The only thing that I still need to figure them out, I haven't used them enough, is they create like a crease because they're hot.
If you put the clamp on it,
it's cooling in there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, because usually with a hot roller, you have to either put a clamp over or something like that holds it in place.
Yeah, that's a good idea though. I should probably go try them again.
Retro.
Okay, I love that. I love an easy hack.
Yes.
Because I think I also tend to use bad product as well. Like not bad, just not the right product
just
for me.
Not the right product.
Yeah.
Again, sometimes less is more. Sometimes when I feel like I want a blowout to last, I like stray away from using a little bit of product.
Yeah.
Whereas like if I'm doing something like day of, like I use tons of product.
Okay.
You know, like
because you just need it to hit during that moment. And then you're probably taking a shower that night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Love that.
Are you hitting